Hi, so today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do a very quick Nasi Lemak, not completely traditional, but I'm gonna make it really quick. So we have chicken. I'm using whole chicken because that's what I have. Might be intimidating for some of you, but I'll show you how easy it is to cook with whole chicken. You can save a lot of money using whole chicken, as well as, you know, it is actually very juicy to cook whole chicken. And I'll show you a way to basically process the chicken so that it cooks under an hour, and that's called spatchcocking. And all you do is, of course, you get it out of the bag first, right? You want to rinse it off. Chicken is one of the common items that go in the Nasi Lemak, although not always in the very simple version. So if you want to opt this out, you can as well. That's your choice. I'm going to cut out the bottom end. Alright, and to spatchcock, basically what you're going to do is you want to cut down the backbone on one side. Alright, I always go this side because it's easier to just hold and go down. Use a sturdy knife. This is a boning knife. And basically I'm going to cut down one side of the spine. Alright, that's one side. Like you do two little slits here so that you'll split. Now you take it over, push it down, you'll hear that some cracking. That's what you want. Press it down. And then you have a flattened chicken. They'll cook in half the time. Okay, rinse it down. Do a little bit cleaning of any organs that may be remaining. But other than that, we're good. We're good. I'm just gonna season it very simply with salt. Alright, so we have salt, both sides. We have turmeric. Turmeric powder is a great ingredient to use in your cooking. It's antibacterial, anti-carcinogenic, anti-inflammatory. There's nothing this spice, it seems, can't do. So, and it tastes fantastic, so why not? Right, and a little bit of granulated garlic, because we love garlic. Alright, flip it over. Turmeric. I already added salt just now. Garlic. Pepper is optional. Rub it down good so it's well seasoned. Now another thing I'm going to put is actually a little bit of flour. This is regular flour. And basically I want to make it crispy with a little bit of a crust. But I don't want to deep fry. So flour kind of helps with that, creates a crust. As you see, it's just a light coating, right? Flip it over, a little bit of flour. Right, sprinkle it on. Get just a layer on. And basically this is ready for the pan. I'm gonna put a little bit more salt. I think you need it a little bit more. Okay. Now so far I only have one hand dirty, so I'm gonna use that for my chicken hand. I have a pan that's already really hot. This is cast iron. Use a big pan, and what that does is it retains a lot of heat. So when you're ready to cook, it really transmits the heat to the whatever you're cooking really fast. So you don't need a lot of oven time. Okay. Just spreading out the oil a little bit. is the chicken, you grab it by the two legs, right? And in it goes. Press it down. Right, the burner's on. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so it doesn't cool down before I put it into the oven. You want to clean up the sink. And then now I'll wash my hands because I'm not gonna touch chicken anymore. The chicken's gonna take the longest. That's why I'm starting with that first. Oven's already preheated. You want to preheat the oven as hot as you can go, because when you open it, it's going to drop in temperature anyway. Alright, hands clean. I'm actually going to put a little bit of pepper. Now that my hands are clean, I can touch the pepper grinder. A little bit of pepper on top. Right. And now that that's hot, we'll get it really hot before we put it in the oven. That just makes everything faster. Alright. So turn it off. We have the oven. Put the whole thing in. I'm not turning the fan on. Always put the dark meat facing in because that takes longer to cook, but it's hotter in the back. So that's what you always want to do with poultry, okay? And so now that's done, we'll work on the rice. Now I have 6 cups of rice. We have some pandan leaves, right? These are pretty clean. You're going to be boiling the thing in the rice cooker anyway, so don't worry about it. We're gonna wash the rice real quick. Washing rice is pretty simple. Right, just follow your rice cooker's instructions. Drain out the starch. You don't want it to be too sticky. It's not Japanese cuisine, so tend to like our rice fluffy in Southeast Asia. And this is jasmine rice. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of the pandan leaves. These are frozen. You can buy it frozen from your Asian grocery store. And it keeps forever in your freezer, right? I'm just gonna stick some in. And again, we're gonna put a little bit of salt. Salt to taste. You can't really go wrong there. Garlic. Again, I have peeled garlic. You don't have to chop these. They go in whole. Because again, it's going to be boiling for quite a while. So I'm just going to throw these in, right? I like to push it down a little bit so it's not floating on top. This is very basic coconut rice. Now, coconut milk. So I'm going to put in, for 6 cups of rice, I'm going to put in a little container. Again, you'll have my affiliate links at the bottom of the video. You can click on where to buy some of the ingredients and tools that I use. So that goes in. Right. 1 carton. Fill it with the remaining amount of water according to your rice cooker. I got 6 cups of rice, so I fill it to the 6. You can go over a little bit because you have to make room for the garlic and the pandan leaves. Okay. And that goes in a rice cooker. Right? And that's all you need to do for it. Now Now you don't have to do anything else. Next, Ikan Bilis, or little fried anchovies. Again, I don't like to fry in the house because it makes a mess. Here's what we're going to do. Little Ikan Bilis, or dried anchovies, right? Cut it open, and we dump it out on a sheet pan. That's a half sheet pan. All right. Add a little oil. So these will kind of fry in the oven, but you do need some oil to transmit the heat over so that it gets crisp. All right. Kind of coat the oil down over the fish. This gives the rice the whole dish a nice, crispy texture, as well as a salty hit of umami. Now I'm not going to put that in the oven just yet because it's cranking right now to brown the chicken. And if I put it now, the fish now, it will burn because it's dry. There's no moisture, right? I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm going to get my cucumber. We'll come back. Hi, we're back, and I'm going to show you how the chicken is doing. It's been about 15 minutes or so, right? Everything's really hot. So it's nicely browning. I'm going to baste it. And what you do is you take a little brush, right? Don't use the spoon thing. Use a brush. And just basically you want to spread the fat on the chicken. And what that does is it allows it to crisp up. Okay? You don't want to open the oven for too long because it gets cold. So we're done with that. I'm going to push it back in. And I'm going to put in the little anchovies as well. So in the oven, I'll put it at the bottom, wherever it fits, right? And that's how it looks. I'm going to put it back down, close it. It's on maximum. Maybe I'll turn it down to 450. And that's that. Now we have some garnishes for the Nasi Lemak. So one is pretty traditional, which is cucumber. I, however, have a Japanese cucumber, not a traditional Malaysian style regular cucumber. And I'm really just going to slice it and put our garnish here because we're eating it family style. I just cut it in half, right, and cut it into slices. You can use a mandolin if you want, but for me it's just faster to use a knife. Then I don't have to wash a mandolin. All right. If you like this knife, scroll down to the link below and you'll see where I bought it from. It's an excellent knife from Japan, quite affordable, with good steel, but very simple design. There's cucumber, and I washed some cherry tomatoes. Since we're in California, we have nice tomatoes. Tomatoes will go in another recipe as well. And that's our garnish. All right. Also have hard-boiled eggs. That's going. I'm not going to show you that because you know how to do hard-boiled eggs. That's traditional as well as garnish. And we will be back. Hi, we're back. And you can see that the Ikan Bilis is more or less toasted. It's nice and golden. So I've taken that out. And I'll put it on a plate later. Here's how our chicken is doing. I think it's ready. So I'm going to take it out. Nicely browned. I'm going to temp it real quick. I'm looking for 165, usually at the thigh. Oh yeah, it's 180 something. So it's done. I'm gonna plate it. We'll come back. Hi. Okay, so everything's plated. Come closer and have a look, and I'll show you everything. We of course have the coconut rice that's nicely done and fluffy, right? Anchovies, peanuts. It's just bought. Salted peanuts. It's very easy. I showed you how to do this. Eggs. We can do a egg cookie class the next time, but basically it's just hard-boiled eggs. And of course it's the chicken. I've cheated by using pre-made chili sauce. Okay, so you can use that chili sauce because this takes 2 hours. We're not going to do that. It tastes pretty the same anyway. And that's the meal.